Hello friends, welcome back to the Python programming session. In the earlier session, we had started the new data type, that is the tuples data type. And in today's session, let's look into the various operations which can be done on the tuples data type. So these are some of the operations which can be done on the tuples data type. That is finding the length of the tuple, concatenation of two tuples, repetition of tuples, looping in tuples, membership operation in tuples, the count built-in function in tuples, the index built-in function in tuples, finding the maximum number in tuples, finding the minimum number in tuples, and seeing how to represent a single element in tuples. So let's look into each one of them in detail. To find the length of the tuple, we have assigned values to the tuple 1, 2, 3, 4. So we have to use the keyword len to find the length of the tuple. And when we specify length of tuple 1, we get the value 4 since there are 4 items in the tuple. Let's look into it practically. Suppose tuple 1 is equal to, in parenthesis, I specify 4 numbers, 4 items. And now if I say length tuple 1, when I run the code, I get the output 4, indicating that there are 4 elements in the tuple. This is how we can find out the length of the tuple. Now going on to the concatenation of tuples. To concatenate tuples, we need two tuples, that is tuple 1 and tuple 2. We cannot concatenate a tuple with an integer value. We are supposed to have two tuples to do the concatenation operation. So let's define two tuples. Tuple 1 equal to 1, 2, 3 and 4. And tuple 2 is equal to 5, 6, 7 and 8. And now the concatenation symbol is nothing but the plus symbol. Now I say tuple 3 is equal to tuple 1 plus the concatenation operation tuple 2. Now if I say tuple 3 and run the code, the values items in tuple 1 and tuple 2 have been concatenated and this tuple is stored in tuple 3. So when I print the tuple 3, I get the concatenated output of the two tuples, that is tuple 1 and tuple 2. And now let's move on to the repetition of tuple. Suppose I say my tuple 1 is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4. For repetition, we should use a tuple into is the repetition symbol, into an integer value. We cannot use another tuple. We cannot multiply two tuples in repetition. We can only concatenate two tuples. But for repetition, we have to use an integer, multiply with an integer value. Now if I say tuple 1 into 2 and run the code, I get the output 1, 2, 3, 4 and again 1, 2, 3, 4 because I have specified the repetition operation and I have repeated it twice. So the tuple has been repeated twice in the output tuple. So this is how tuple repetition works in Python. Now let's move on to looping in tuples. So we have a tuple. For printing each and every item in the tuple, we have to loop through the tuple. For this I specify for num in tuple 1 print num. Num will initially have 1, so 1 gets printed. Then it iterates towards 2, 2 gets printed. It iterates to 3, 3 gets printed. Iterates to 4 and 4 gets printed. Suppose I say tuple 1 is equal to 1, 2, 3 and 4. Now if I say for number in tuple 1 colon, it gets indented print number. When I run I get the output 1, 2, 3 and then 4. So the It iterates over each and every item of the tuple and gets printed in this particular format. Now to find the membership, suppose I'm having a tuple and I use the in and or not in membership operators. Suppose I say 4 in tuple 1. 4 is present in tuple 1, so it returns the boolean value true. If I say 5 not in tuple 1, it returns the boolean value true because 5 is not present in tuple 1. Now if I say 6 in tuple 1, it returns the value false because 6 is not present in tuple 1. So tuple 1, 1, 2, 3, 4. And now I say 1 in tuple 1. When I run the code, it should be tuple 1 equal to 1, 2, 3, 4. And when I say this, I get the output true. Now if I say 5 not in tuple 1, it returns the boolean value true because 5 is not present in tuple 1. Suppose I say 5 in tuple 1, it returns the false value because 5 is not present in tuple 1. So this is how the membership operator works in tuples. Now let's move on to the count built-in function. If I have a tuple and tuples can have duplicate values. Here 5 has been repeated twice and I want to find the count of 5, how many times it appears in the tuple. So if I have to specify it as tuple 1 dot count and specify the element as 5 and I get the output 2 because 5 is present twice in the tuple 1. Suppose tuple 1 is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 6. And now if I say tuple 1 dot count of 5. Now if I run the code, I get the value 2 because 5 is present twice, so the count of 5 in tuple 1 is 2. Now moving on to the index built-in function. Suppose I want to find the index value of 5 in the tuple. So 1 is at 0th index, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So 5 is present at 4th index, so it will return the value 4. It will always give the first occurrence of the value in the tuple. 5 is occurring again over here, but it's not giving that index. It returns only the first availability occurrence of the item in the tuple. That particular index it will be returning. So if I say index of 5 and then run the code, I get the output 4 because 5 is present at the 4th index, 0, 1, 2, 3 and then 4. Now moving on to the maximum and minimum functions in the tuple. If I give max of tuple 1 and run the code, I get the output 6 because 6 is the maximum element in the tuple. Now to find out the minimum, we have to just specify min of tuple 1 and run the code. I get the output 1 because 1 is the minimum element in the tuple 1. Now how to represent a single element in tuples? We had seen it earlier also, just I am going to recap it. Suppose I say tuple 1 is equal to 1, sorry, not in I give it as 1 and I don't specify a comma. Now if I say type of tuple 1, it will return it as an integer because it's not treating it as a tuple, because for every single element in a tuple, it should be appended with a comma. If it is not appended, it will treat 1 as an integer, and suppose instead of 1, I give Python, pi. Now if I run, it gives it as a string. So now if I append it with a comma, then I get it as a type as tuple. Now I got the type as tuple. So for every single element representation in a tuple, we have to represent the single element and then append it with a comma. Then it will be treated it as a tuple. So these are the various functions in the tuple data type. Hope so friends, it is clear for you. If you have any doubts, please do reach to me out in the comment section. If you like my video, click on the like button and please do subscribe to get notifications of my new videos.